Not only is the Splash live and all of our programming on Civic Center TV exciting and variable programming for us here in the greater West Bloomfield area, so many other exciting programs also being made right out of our local community. And one of the people involved in that, Kevin, is Mike McKinstry.
Yes, Mike McKinstry, not only author, we should say, author he is of a children's book, we should say, but also host, producer of the Bassquatch Hunter, and also has a new season that will be premiering very, very soon on Discovery. So we're gonna have him join the Splash right now to talk a little bit more about that. Mike McKinstry, the Bassquatch Hunter. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Mike. So we're excited to have you back on. We're talking about a brand new season for your show. Just give us a little bit more insight into what we are expecting from this new season.
Yeah, so first, thanks for having me on, and thanks for shouting out the children's book series too. I'm really proud of that. So our new season starts on Discovery Channel on May 25th. It airs every Saturday morning. So set your DVRs to record it. And this season is incredible. I actually have I have a little bit of bias towards this season. I think we did a better job this season than we've ever done. I think we have a whole new crew this year. I hired like 5 new people before the season started. So we have an amazing thing that's going on right now, and I cannot wait to share the episodes. We have episodes with the Detroit Zoo where I got to film with penguins, which was incredible.
Ooh.
I got to drive a monster truck, so we have a monster truck episode. We have just some really amazing people we got to film with this year, so I can't wait to share it with everybody.
Mike, just listening to the stuff that you do and watching a little bit of your shows, it's like you have so many different guests and you do so many different things. It's crazy because I kind of compare it to, it's funny, my son watches a show called Blippy, and Blippy does a bunch of different things with a bunch of different people. It's like yours is like the adult version, but it's still for kids too. So it's our local own kind of like adventure, different what can I do now type of thing. And I love it, man. But like we mentioned initially, you have a bunch of different guests, you do a bunch of different things. How do you decide? What's that decision making process on who you want to feature and what you will decide to do for that episode?
Well, I think being the West Bloomfield Blippy is a new title for me for sure. So I love that. Um, so yeah, it's a funny process because there's times where like me and a buddy will be talking and I've played hockey for 37 years and we'll sit
Mm,
there and look at each other and go, hey, why not do a hockey episode? I'm like, yeah, you're right. And sometimes it comes out like that, or I'll meet somebody out in public one day at a grocery store, just like randomly talking to people, and someone will tell me about a really cool job they have, or it's so random and organic.
right.
It's very rare that I plan an episode like strategically, like the way that people would think it's done. Like where I actually like make a list of episodes and I actually go like very few of the episodes happen that way. Because we do
Really?
make a list every year. I do go through and like, put my ideas down, like my wish list of episode ideas. But a
Hmm.
lot of them come organically. They come just randomly where I meet someone really cool and I want to show off what they do, or I think they're really passionate about what they do, or they have a great story, an inspirational story of how they got to where they are. And I don't really care what their job is. I think it's cool to show off the people behind the jobs, the people that actually are the dreamers.
I
So
like that.
that's why we have episodes, like I said, about penguins and monster trucks, but we also have like dairy farmers and we have, propane companies. We have
Yeah.
factory tours. We did a boat factory last year. It all depends. If I meet someone that I think can inspire others and, motivate others to go chase their dreams, I want to film with them. I don't really care what their job is. They could be a plumber, and if I think their story is cool and they can inspire other people to chase their dreams, I'm like, dude, let's do it. Let's go
My
fishing.
man. I respect that, man. I respect that because listen, you know the other route you could have taken? Interviewing athletes and celebrities. We see that all day, every day. Okay. Let's talk to some people that's making society go. Let's make, you know what I'm saying? The important, like you said, the plumbers, the electricians, the people at the zoo, et cetera, et cetera. So I like that because you're bringing a whole new perspective, shedding a light on occupations and people who may not have that opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, have a TV show or TV episode about their career. So, man,
Yep.
applaud you again for the work that you do.
And a
And
little sneak
please.
peek teaser for next
Mm,
season. We just planned an episode with a bus driver. That's
Wow.
that's how diverse our show can be. It is
Wow.
we have a few episodes planned for next year that are
Right.
really big and high energy and exciting episodes, and then we just booked one with a bus driver, and it sounds like it'd be a boring format, but I'll tell you what, that episode is gonna be one of the most surprising episodes because of what we're planning to do
Ooh.
in that episode. So that's what I think is cool about what we do is we're in a position where we can pull the curtain back and not only humanize professions that don't get humanized
Yes.
often enough, but we also get to show people we're all people. We all
Hmm.
have our own struggles, our own battles, our own hopes, our own dreams. It doesn't matter what your job title is. We all have a chance to make a difference, and it's really cool. I get to show that off.
Real talk, Mike. I love what you're talking about. Join us right now on the Splash. Mike McKinstry, author and host of the Bassquatch Hunter, talking about his new season that'll be premiering on Discovery Channel May 25th, as a matter of fact. So, with that being said, new season. Let's talk about old season. At least your favorite memory from that. What with all the things that you've done, at least in the last season. Let's keep it to the last season. What was your favorite memory? Your favorite episode?
So for last season, man, that's so I get this question the most where they always ask what my favorite episode was, and it's hard because there's favorite parts of every episode. Like everyone I get to
Okay.
meet, I consider a friend, and a lot of them I end up going fishing with afterwards. Like we end up, staying friends and staying in contact. I did a. I'm gonna have to pick a couple short little spots here, but the
Okay.
dairy farm episode last year was probably my favorite episode overall, just because it was such an unexpected experience. People think dairy
Mm.
farm and they think boring or it's not exciting or it's not fun to show off. But I had so much fun working on a dairy farm and some of the most realist, amazing people and the products they make there. I mean, it was really cool. And that was also one of the episodes that I feel like was we made it very well. Like we did such my crew did such a good job on that episode that I was really proud of it. But then we did an episode with a chef, a local episode here actually about an executive chef right here in West Bloomfield. Um,
Nice.
and that episode was super special to me too, because I've had a huge cooking background and being able to be around someone that was that talented and that educated that could teach me. And then we had a cooking challenge at the end with judges and everything, and we actually tied, which was pretty cool. Um, so there was a lot of fun spots. But I will say last season was more of a launch pad than anything. Last season was what got us to this season, and this season is
Mhm. Of
incredibly
course.
special. And if you don't mind, I wanted to share something exclusive that I've never shared publicly yet. And I'm gonna share it here first, which is pretty cool.
Uh-oh.
Because it's probably one of the biggest accomplishments my entire career. Um,
Uh-oh.
and I just found this out yesterday. Uh,
Uh-oh.
so we got nominated for 3 Emmys, for 3 regional Emmys. Yesterday. Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah. Thank you.
congratulations. Oh,
Yeah.
Mike. That's what's up, man.
So
Congratulations.
yeah,
Representing
last
the
year we
West.
became the first fishing show to ever have a regional Emmy nomination, and
Yes,
then
sir.
this year we got three. So
Oh,
I got a nomination as producer, and then the show got nominated for producer, and then as a host I got nominated, and then two of my videographers also got nominated as well. So it's pretty special. So yeah, thank you. I that's my crew is amazing, and we did such a good job
yeah.
with what we did.
Ooh.
So
Mike, I'm so excited. I feel like I got it too, man. I'm so excited for
hey,
you,
you
bro.
did, man. Because if I
Congratulations,
win,
man.
the city wins. You know what I mean? If I win,
Man, that's a fact.
everybody involved wins. Because only the
That's a
better we can
fact.
make our show.
Oh man, and that goes to your team too, because you said your videographers got nominated. So congratulations on the nominations first and foremost.
Yeah,
I
thank
I,
you.
I love, like we said, I love the fact that you are highlighting even local people, putting them on that national platform, Discovery Channel. Man, that is big. And then I like the fact that you say yes. We might think some of these positions, some of these jobs are boring or mundane or what's going to be exciting about a bus driver or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. I think we'd all be surprised. That's why you take the opportunity to go inside and find out what are the small things that you do. What is a day in the life of such and such like? So I completely understand and respect that, Mike.
And it's
And
not
even
just the job; it's where the bus can take you. That's the only
ooh,
teaser I'll give you.
ooh, bar. Look, see. So that's giving us more to look forward to. I appreciate that. I just want to talk about this real quick, Mike. I can't remember if we got a chance to talk about this last time. Your story in general, your personal story, very inspiring also. Quitting your job to pursue your passion. for the people who are watching, we're all dreamers, but not all of us are doers necessarily. What advice do you have for the dreamers right now watching this, want to get inspired by your story?
I'll give two short pieces of advice here. One is establish a dream. I think the biggest problem when I talk to kids at schools all the time, a lot of people's dreams, they say them, but they don't establish them. And when I say establish them, it means find one that's attainable, that's reachable, um,
Mm,
find one that's realistic, but
yeah.
also find one that's just above your grasp. And when I say that, I mean don't aspire to don't aspire to be a low level worker if you can walk in the door and get that job. Aspire
Right, right.
to do something just outside your reach so you have to fight for it because if you earn something, if you have to go through a struggle to get it, you always appreciate it more. Um,
Mhm.
the other most important piece of advice that I've ever heard in my life too is and I'll give you a short version of this saying here, this quote. But here's an example. So an eagle is one of the most powerful birds in the world, right? They get attacked by crows constantly, and they never see that. Like no, you never see it in nature because the eagles ignore it. When the eagles are flying, a crow will jump on its back. It's the only bird that'll attack an eagle, and all the eagle does is fly high enough where the crow can't survive from the oxygen level, and the crow ends up leaving him alone. He doesn't fight back.
Mm.
So one of the biggest pieces of advice I've ever had is don't fight the crows. Rise above it, always fly
Ooh,
high, and do not let the crows pull you down.
come on, Mike. Bars. I asked the right question. That's where we need to leave it right there. I can't say anything better. Ladies and gentlemen, children's book author, host of the Bassquatch Hunter, new season premiering May 25th, Discovery Channel, Mike McKinstry. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.